Yeah, over to you, Tim.
Hang on, let me just get there. Yeah.
Yeah, crack on, mate.
Okay. All right. Welcome all, lads. Anyway, thank you for having me. I'm going to try a spinner first to start off with on a size. It's a Partridge and Redditch SLB2 and it's a 16.
So small.
Small, yeah. So you couldn't see it, Jan, if it's a ship fly, this is.
Can we do it on 8?
8. I've got nano silk in olive. Start the back of the eye. Cut your waist. And then I'll take the thread down to the bend because nano silk will slip. And then I'll bring it back up about a mil and a half away from the eye. And then I've got, this is cow elk.
Mom, don't save these tea bags, it's a waste of time.
Okay.
And you only want probably a dozen strands of the elk. Only a small amount I've got there. Comb your underfur out in the stacker. Just stack it. And then when it's stacked, you just want it probably 2 or 3 mil past the bend of the hook. And then I pinch it. Cut your waist off. Lock it in with a couple of turns and then just check it then. And that's probably about right there. And then just cover your stubs up with your nano silk. Let's tidy it up then. One straggler. Get there. So we got that. And then the next thing I have is this is speckled medium ginger coq de Leon. Take yourself probably 6 or 8 fibres, pull them off. And then when you put your coq de Leon, you want it right on the top and you want it about the length of the hook behind the elk hair. And then just tie it in. And then pull it all together and take about 2 mil and bring your thread down. And don't pull it too tight so it keeps the air in between the elk hair. And then move down a couple of mil. Wrap again. Pull a little bit tighter so it tapers it a bit. Move down again. Pull it. And then the last one at the bend, pull and tie it off. So you got your elk hair and then you got your coq de Leon on the top. And can you see the stripe across the back?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then just bring your thread back up through where you've gone through on the way down to the front. There's a little bit of waste there. We just cut that off. And then this is for the wing. I've got sparkled emerger yarn, clear white, just like a sparkle. It's good for wings. I cut off about 2.5 inches. When it comes in the packet, it comes in strands. You'll see it's a bit like, that's a strand probably there. So just pull one of the strands off, cut it off. And then I cut about 3 or 4, well, 3 inches. I do it, I lie it across the back of the hook, tie it in, and then I twist the yarn so it's across that way. Yeah, then I figure of 8 through that. Keep pulling it tight. That's the good thing about nano silk. It doesn't build the thread up too much. So we've got that now locked in. Just wet the wings with your fingers. This is brown olive, and it's a box I've had for ages, all this dry fly dubbing. Pull a bit out, and you only want the tiniest just to cover the thread, to be honest. Just dub your thread. Slide it up, and then do the same again, just figure of 8 back through your wing. Just check underneath, so make sure it's covered. If you need a bit more, a little bit more. Pull your wings back. Build a little head up. A bit of varnish head cement. Right, I'll just put a bit on the thread. A whip finish. Just pull your wings back. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's your whip finish. Cut your thread. And then I'll cut my wings then, probably 1.5 centimetres perhaps, like so. The same with your neck, your other side. And then I'll just take the corners off then. You all see that?
If anybody's got any questions, if you unmute yourselves, ask the question and then mute yourselves again. And also those that joined later, if you go to Tim's picture and click on his picture, either double click it or click on the three little dots, you'll be able to pin Tim so he stays center screen.
Any questions?
Tim, that material, that weighted material, is that
Yeah.
water resistant? It just when you cast it, the water just throws off, does it?
Yeah.
Doesn't get bogged down or anything like that.
No, it's the sparkle.
Sparkling mercury yarn, right? That's
Yeah.
deadly.
It's airline. You can get it in all colours, Kev. You can get olive. I think they do olive brown, white, all different colours. Mooney
Right.
put me onto that. To be fair, Daryl got some.
All right.
Yeah.
And come here, it's natural floating material as well, is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Have you tried it on type of emergers and stuff like that? Like little posts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Floats lovely.
Right.
And because I haven't pulled the deer hair all the way down, I've got pockets in the deer hair all the way down.
Yes.
So yeah. That's one. That's a 16. You could tie in 14s if you want, but I prefer 16s.
What would you call it? Just a spinner?
Yeah, it's just a spinner pattern, yeah. Yeah. Right, next one, I will do a, let me just move this off. I'll do a caddis next. These are just dries that I use through the season. And this is a size 12 standard dry again, LSD2. You tie them in 10s and 12s. This is a simple pattern. It's going to change the thread.
Like the shape of them hooks, Tim?
Yeah, I like the shape of them, to be fair. I do like it. I like these, and the I use, well, you see nearly all the patterns after this one. I think I'm on the Caddis Emerger look. Hook size 12, this one, you can do them in 10s and 12s. Thread is just a uni tan 80. Start at the back of the eye. Cut the waist off, and I'll just run it down to the back. Just to the bend. The body is natural hairs. This is a light hairs mask. That one. That's the body. Dubbing on. And as you can see, I'll start thin at the back and then a little bit thicker. And then just build a small taper as you come up. Leave probably 2.5, 3 mil from the eye. And that's your body there. That's our body. Next, I'm going to use 2 or 3 Probably two, I'll use two. CDC feathers. Get your two CDC feathers, and you can do the curves both the same way. Pinch them together, and I just put them probably 3 mil over the back of the eye, back of the bend. Tie in, tighten down. Have a look at that. So that's over the back, like so. Yeah. Cut your waist off and tidy your head. The next is deer hair. Don't ask me where this Ulf got it from. It come from Sweden. I don't know what it is. He gave me that patch and it's perfect for what I'm going to use it for. So cut yourself a bunch like so. And then just put them in your stacker. Stack it. And then lie that on top of your CDC with, I would probably say 2 mil over the back of the CDC as a wing case. Tie it in, pull down, tie, pull down. And I tend to run through the stubs before I cut them off. Pull them up. Cut your waist off. Tidy your head up. The next, this is a wild boar's here. What I tend to do, I'll cut a bunch off. I'll lie it on my desk, spread it out. Leave it flat. Then I'll split my thread. Wet my finger, my thumb, put it on that hair, and it'll stick to your thumb. And then I'll cut the back off, stop him spinning. Come on. Stop still. Cut the waste bit off where you've cut it, like so. And then just spin your thread up. And then just wrap and pull it back. Brush your hair back now. Brush back, and then when you get to the eye, head, a bit of varnish on your thread, and that's again quick finish. And then we got some nice legs on the front with the wild, it's a wild boar series.
So what's it called again, Tim?
It's an ear off a wild boar.
No, the actual fly. What do you call the fly?
Oh, it's Caddis.
Okay.
And then can you see that?
I like the trick, Tim, without the magic clip, just wetting your thumb. I never thought of that one.
Oh, yeah, I just put it on the desk, spread it out, wet my thumb, stick it on it, and then put it back in there. It's just easier with the boar here. If I was doing CDC, I'd use the magic clip, obviously, but
Right.
that I just and that's just a big Caddis. You can do them in 10s and 12s if you want. I'll say the deer hair's perfect, but I don't know where he got it from. It come from Sweden. And, yeah,
Does it matter if it's a left ear or a right ear?
it don't matter. Left's better if you're tying a 12, but a right ear if you're tying 10s.
Enough said.
Oh. That's another nice pattern. I like natural patterns, to be fair. That's that one. Any questions? No.
Tim, how's Serena?
Nobody ever asks about me. It's all everyone who's come on here tonight. How's Serena? Jan said, how's Serena? Derek, how's Serena? Oh, how's Serena? That's all right, thanks.
No, I can see
You're
that.
right.
I can see that you're doing good.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, did you get a room in the Vine, Alois?
Yes, I did.
Oh, brilliant.
That's got to be fun, I guess.
Don't forget the reel.
Yes, I have it. I have it already.
Alois,
Huh?
got my reel, haven't you, as well, from Frank?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one to go back and one to come. And there's some flies to take back for Frank's friend.
I already got it.
Perfect.
Yeah, Steve. Right. I'll do next pattern I'll do. Okay. Check. This is a small F fly. You can do these to be fair. You can do them in probably 14s, 16s, 18s. You can do them in 20s if you wanted to. This is 18. We've got yellow thread in a uni 80. And
What colours do you keep these in, Tim?
in what?
In the flies?
What colours do I do them in?
Yeah, like throughout the season, what will you stock them in your box? What colours?
I use mainly the one with the yellow thread with and I run wax through it so it darkens it down. That's nearly all the one, or I might do them in olive sometimes. But that's mostly yellow, to be fair. If I put wax on the thread and I just run it through. To be honest, I use them mostly in an 18 and 20.
Cobbler's wax, Tim,
No, that's just normal wax. You can use cobbler's wax if you want it.
because cobblers makes it darker, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, yeah. Yeah. Well, that wax there, look. It's nearly black.
Because you don't wash your hands.
Yeah. You're right there, Steve. So run your thread, or start it behind the eye, cut your waist off. And then just run your thread, well, as far as you want for an emerger. I would probably there, halfway down the bend, and then touching turns, come back. This is normal all-purpose deer hair. And you only want half a dozen at the most. Get your underfur out. In the stacker. Stack it. Tie it in. And it's probably half the length of the hook over the back of the deer hair is half the length sticking over the back of the hook. Tie it in. Tie your stubs down. Tie your head up. And probably 2 nice CDC feathers.
Is that deer just to prop the CDC up, Tim?
Yeah, just all stuff. It helps with all the fly up as well, to be fair. It does prop it up. It will help it to all the fly up itself as well. I'm going to put 3. Got 3 CDC feathers. Line your tips up. And just a shade shorter than your deer hair. Tie them in. cut your stumps off. And then just tidy your head up. Yeah, it's probably a little fraction big on there. And just tie it off. That's been a cracking fly though, that's for me. So you can tie them in 14s, 16s, 18s, 20s. That's an 18. There we are. Yeah, it's probably a little bit big on there, but it won't hurt, it'll still catch a fish. And that's that hook is a Caddis Emerger K148. It's barb, but I just pinch the barbs down. They're only the micro barbs on. Any questions?
Have you just left the stem in that CDC, Tim, or have you cut it out?
Yeah, I have on there. I have on there. They're only tiny CDCs though, so I have on there.
Right.
Yeah. But you can cut the stems out if you want to.
Oh, Tim?
Yeah.
I've heard of a red deer and a raw deer, but I've never heard of an all-purpose deer before.
It's Nature Spirits, white tail, all-purpose deer hair. And it's an all-purpose. It's a cross between a roe, a red, and a falla.
Give him a slap, Tim. He's taking the piss.
No, it's just Nature Spirits, all-purpose deer hair. That's that one. Any questions? That one there I tied before, that's got a smaller head on, so you can see the head's a little bit big on that other one, but that's that one. Anybody want to ask anything?
Jim,
Yeah.
do you not see a need to just add a little bit of fuzz around the head?
No, not really on that. Not on that one. I don't. Some of them I will, like this one here. I'll tie in a minute. That I'll put a bit of what's it called? Pine square around it. I'll leave that one.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. No worries.
Was the body tying silk on that, Tim?
Pardon?
Was the body tying silk on that?
It's it's just natural. It's just uni thread. I'll run the wax through it. That's all.
Yeah, yeah. Cheers.
Yeah. Next. Right. So 16. This is a K14A again, Caddis Emerger. I just love the shape, how they come out. With the shape of the hook, a strong hook as well. And this is a blue winged olive pattern. And I'll use this is nano silk again, olive. start just beyond the eye.
Size 16 hook.
16 hook, Caddis and merger hook, a K14A. Nano silk. I'll start behind the eye. Take your thread. Probably 2/3 of the way down. I've got some cocktail on. This is just a dark Pardo. And I've probably got, I don't know, 6 or 8 fibres. Line the tips up. If you hold it on the side of the hook, when you set your first wrap, it will pull to the top of the hook as it comes round and sit on the top. So I've got 2 wraps round. If it's too long, just pull it back a bit to where you think you want it. One more, and then underneath, and then pull it back so it flies the tail. And there's your tail. And then one more. You're happy with your tail. Cut this off probably 3 mil, 2 mil from the eye, your waist. Chuck that on there, and then bring your thread and tie all your tail in then, and then back down to your tail. This is Orvis dry fly dubbing again, and it is a blue winged olive dubbing. You only want to put a bit of this on at a time, or else you build your body too much. You want a nice little needle at the back, start off, and then get thicker as you come up. Push him up. Start at the back. And a little bit more. Push it up. And then you got a nice tapered body there. Then this is Globerite number 5. You pull yourself a piece of Globerite off, cut it off, and then double it. And then tie your Globerite in on the top. So that's on the top of the hook now, running back. And then we got pine squirrel, a nice bit of pine squirrel, and you want the slightest, not too much at all. Dub him on, come up, and just don't go to the eye with it. Just dub a small ball with a pine squirrel there. So you got a ball behind there. In between, now you've got your body, your Globerite, and a small ball of the pine squirrel. Get yourself a couple of nice CDC feathers. Getting short on CDC now. So put the two together, like so. Can you see that? So you got your two CDC together. Bring your scissors and cut the stalk out, like so. You got two CDC feathers now with the stalks cut out, yeah? So pull that, if you can see, pull it together, and then you're tying in above where you've cut your stalk out, so there's no stalk in there now at all. All you've got is CDC. Just unwrap that. Take your tips of your CDC now with no stalking. Measure your length of your wing. Bring your nano over and tie it in. So then you've got too long, just pull them back a bit if it's too long. You've got that there now. Cut your waist off. If you're lucky, you can do all four together, but I tend to do two at a time. It makes it a bit easier, to be honest. I'll get another two back to back, line them up. Same again, cut your tips out. Pull them together, put the next two there, we've tied the others in, pinch them, pinch and loop down. And that thickens your wing up. Cut your waist off. And then just tidy the head up. Like so. Then bring your globe right over in between the two. Pull it there. Bring your thread over, tie it in. That's split the wing now. And then bring it down. And then run your thread down just before the eye. And then bring your tag back in between the two wings and tie it like so. Yep. Then just above the wings, cut your globe right off. Leave that there a minute. And then get a small amount of pine squirrel again. And then just cover your head like so. Bit of varnish again, which I nearly forgot. Pull your thread like so. When I cut my thread, when then I'll just push the scissors, I don't cut it, I just push it. And there is a little blue winged olive with a citer in the middle of the two wings. Can you all see that? What's a little blue winged olive pattern? You can do that in olive for an olive upright. The same. You can use a cipher on any of them, to be fair. On anything. Any questions?
What size do you go down to that, Tim?
I'll do a 20. I've done 22s in them actually for Bosnia, but
Yeah.
yeah, 22s. I do 22s, 20s. You can do 14s in them if you want as an olive pattern, upright pattern. That's another little olive pattern. Any questions, Dick? Or has he gone to sleep?
That's fine, Tim. You carry
Yeah.
on. mate.
Yeah.
What was the designation again, Tim?
It's a partridge K14A.
14A. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And it has got a microbarb on, but just pinch them up. That's all I do. Usually, before I start, I'll just put them in there and I'll just pinch them up. And that's it. That's that one. Yeah. I can do. I'll do. I'll do an olive emerger pattern that I use this a lot, hell of a lot. Probably my favourite pattern. And I'll do this in a 16. And you can do this in a 14, 16, 18, 20 if you want to. Same hook again. This is a K14AY. K14A. Nano again. So stop behind the eye again. Cut your waist off. And then this is just some, what do you call it? Go on, tell me. What's that now? Like a poly yarn. It's like a poly yarn and it's in olive.
Antrim polyyarn.
Yeah, Antrim. That's it. Cut your a piece off your reel, and then your fibres. Then, if you break a third of it away off the strand, cut your tips nice and level. Pinch and loop, tie him in, and then leave it on the top of the hook and just bring your thread, wind it down. Probably 3/4 of the way down the hook. And then I'll get my scissors. I don't cut it off level. I'll just stagger it. And that's just acts as a bit of a shook on the back. If it's too long, just cut a bit off. There we are. Strip quilt, olive, or you can use golden olive if you want to. I use both. I prefer golden olive. It looks more natural, I think. And I told you all before, I'll wet these usually I'll put them in some water. If I'm tying a lot, I'll put them in water. Because nothing worse, you start winding them and they crack. On the black line, I have the black line facing up and facing towards me. Tie the tip in. I've cut the waist off actually, off the strip quill. I'll cut the waist off and then start. And then tie them in by the tip. Bring your thread up. And then just slightly taper the body with the thread. The only trouble with the nano silk, it takes a bit more than usual to make the body up. This is my favourite pattern, this is. So we've done that. Bit of super glue. And believe me, Steve got me this the other day, best thing I've ever had. Gulf super glue. Mate, it's unbelievable. You know when the top sticks on all the while? That does not do it. Does it, Steve?
No,
Brilliant.
no, it's bang on. The gel's good as well.
Yeah. And I just put a tiny bit of super glue on the top of the hook. And then we'll put our hackle pliers on and wind. And just a touch in turns with your strip quill. You get to there, about 2 mil away from the eye, just tie it off. Cut your waist off. Tidy your head up. And there we are. Right. We're in there now. Again.
UV that would the Tim if you wanted.
Yeah, you can UV them or you can put varnish on. On a smaller merger, I very rarely put anything on them. Anything.
Just for not adding more weight, is that? Or
yeah, I very rarely put anything on them. You can, if you want to cover them with varnish or resin or anything, you can if you want. I'll
That's
use
extra weight though, doesn't it?
yeah. Right, I've got 3 CDC feathers. Line your tips up, pull them together, and then your wing eyes together, length of the hook, length of the wing. So we got that pinch there, tie in, and then work your way back, not forwards, from the eye. So we'll leave the stubs on, and you got your wing. Pine squirrel again. W pine squirrel. Push him up. And then in between the stubs and the wing, you 1, 2, 3. Lift these up, and that's behind, and behind again, through the middle. Pull your wing back. And you'll see in a minute. You think I've put a lot in there, but it'll stand the wing right up and then run it back from your eye. There. Before you do anything else, get a bit of varnish on the thread. And then just pull your wing back and whip finish. And then cut your thread off. And then your stubs at the back now, if you slap your scissors down and take them there, the back stubs now give it a bit of more flotation. So you've got the front wing and stubs at the back, and that's one of my favourite patterns for an olive merger. I say you can do them in a 14, that's a 16, you can do them in 14s, 16s, 18s, 20s if you can. Any questions?
Like that one, Tim.
Pardon?
I like that one.
Thank you. I've used that for the last 2 or 3 years now. It's been a cracking pattern to be fair. And it's got a little bit of shook at the back. Makes it a bit more natural.
The one in Bosnia, wasn't it, Tim?
Pardon?
That was the one in Bosnia.
Yeah, yeah. It was, Glenn. Hey, Glenn, I forgot to, I'm going on the deal with Foxy on Saturday.
Oh, I'm hoping to go Saturday. I was going to
Oh,
go
God.
tomorrow, but where are you going?
I don't know. I don't know whether to go in the town or down at on Carrog. She's finished the end of the month, isn't it, Carrog?
Carrog.
So where are you going, Glenn?
I was thinking of going either to above Carrog on the Braggart Hall,
Yeah.
or maybe from the chain up above.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have a think.
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, let us know because me and Foxy's coming up. Because Stu's going away. He's going to work in Iceland in all summer.
Yeah. I was going to say something, but I was just calling him a fortunate gentleman.
Yeah.
Not a jammy bastard.
He is he. He only whispers it when he says it when Jude's about. That's that one. What I'll do a March Brown. That'll be one of the first to come off, won't it? Not long now, Glenn, for the start of the season, is it? A few weeks. Right, this is a Caddis K14A, a size 12. Do them in 10s as well if you want. Brown thread. This is brown thread, size 12. Start behind the eye. Off with the waist. And take your thread down probably 3/4. Probably 3/4. And then we'll have a bit of cocktail on for the tail. I'll line them up before I pull them off like so. Once I'm lined up, pull them off. And then I just, in my mouth, I'll just wet them so they all stick together then. Just hold them in place. Then you want probably, well, the length of the hook more or less on this one. Put him on the side again, pull your thread round and it'll be on the top then. Two underneath. If it's too long, just pull it back to where you want it. And then there's the tail. Like so. Cut your waist off. And this is turkey bites in a mahogany brown. Get your cut a bite off like so. Tie him in by the tip. I'll just catch him in. And
It's
then
slightly longer than the goose, aren't they?
yeah. If they're too thick, or if I'm using small, what I tend to do, I'll get a sharp pair of scissors and I'll just cut a bit off them. If they're too wide, sometimes we'll have a look. If it's too wide, I'll just cut some off them. And then just get your hackle pliers. And then touching turns. Just bring your bite up and you'll see the segmentation it makes. We'll get to there. I've done that wrong, that's completely wrong. Right there. I made a boob of that. Let's have that through. Don't know what I was thinking there, lads. I was ahead of myself. I haven't tried my winging. This is a patch of road here. Just cut yourself a bunch off. You don't too much because it makes the body too thick. Put them in your stacker. You want your wing as long as your body. Tie your deer hair in before you put your turkey bite in. And cut it at a taper. So when you cut the back off, you slope it back down towards the bend of the hook. Just cut some stragglers off. And then just take your thread over the stubs you've cut off, and it'll tape, because you've cut it at an angle, it'll taper the body naturally. Right. Then tie your biot in and then bring that up. Bring your biot up to the back of the deer here. When you get to the back, just tie it in. Cut your waist off. Just tie him, neaten him up a bit. Then we've got a brown cockattle, a neck. And just pick a if you ain't used to it, just before you pull it off, obviously, put your feather there and you'll see just wants to be just a tad by the same as the gape or of the hook. And then just clean your feather up at the bottom. I'll take the waist off. You can see how I've done that now. Cut your waist. So you end up like so. You see that? I've cut my feather off. And then good side facing myself and the stalk facing the eye. You want to tie in behind the deer hair. Then pull your deer hair back and leave your stalk there and then tie in again in front. Then cut your waist of your stalk off. And then one, two full turns behind, and then come in front of your deer hair. 1, 2, and then up and lock in. So it's locked in now. Cut your waist off. And then just get your fingers, pull everything back, and then tidy your head up. And then a bit of varnish. And then whip finish, just pull everything back like so. Don't be frightened of it. And then just 1, 2, 3. Off. And that's the fly. That's the fly. And then what I'll do then, I'll turn it over, scissors, and I'll cut it, not right against the hook and the body, just take the bottoms off. And it'll sit better on the water then. And that you can tie that in a 10 and a 12, 10 and 12. And that's a March brown. Any questions?
What's the hook, Tim?
K14A. A Caddis. I use them all the time. I swear by them, all of them. I like the shape of them.
Yeah, nice shape, all right.
Yeah, they sit
It's a
nice.
merger hook, is it?
Pardon?
An merger hook.
Yeah, it is an emergency hook. Yeah, I try all.
Aye.
Honestly, I try nearly all my dries on them. To be fair.
Right.
Yeah. Rare. Okay. What have I done? That's it. Yeah, I try nearly all my dries on there, Kev, to be fair. Yeah. Are you going to the show again in April?
Which one? I have two in there.
Andrews.
Yeah.
Yeah, he asked me.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah, I'm coming over in April.
Yeah, there's two shows in the same area in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So you have Andrews on the 15th, and then you have Ned Matters on the Maybank holiday. So it's about 2 weeks later.
I'm stopping till the Tuesday this time now because Kev said I can go fishing.
What's that?
Kev's going to take me fishing on the Monday.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I think we're doing a bit of fishing on the Sunday.
Yeah, he said stop Monday as well, and I'll take you on Monday as well.
Oh, fabulous down there.
He's been texting me like mad. He has, honestly. Send me some
Yeah.
pictures, send me some dries. Send me some dries. Yeah, he's been on all the time.
Yeah, ask him about the Frenchie he ties.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's absolutely killer.
Is it?
Yeah, yeah, really, really nice. Yeah, he showed me a few patterns of them. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. He's doing all right, to be fair, and he with his time, to be fair.
But the river that he probably bring us, like, it's, yeah, he's great. He doesn't think he is.
Yeah. He's he said I think I'll fly over on the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and come back Tuesday.
Yeah, have the steak dinner in the B&B.
Stopping at the same place, I think.
Yeah, same place. Yeah, it's the only place down there, anyways.
I was going to say there's nowhere else anywhere, unless you
No,
stop in the field.
that pub is great.
Oh, mate, I've never been in a pub like that ever in my life.
I don't if you explain this to the lads, they wouldn't believe you.
Nah, I've never been in nowhere like that. Honestly, Deck, you should have seen it, Deck. It's somebody's front room. But the Guinness is good.
Yeah, the bar is the sitting room.
Yeah.
The other part of the pub is kind of the living room. The tile or the pool area, which is probably the kitchen, and then the toilet is part of maybe the bedroom.
Yeah.
And it looks out on top of the river.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Yeah, it's
a nice place. Deck, I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
6 you done, mate.
7. Have I done 6 or 7?
6.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.
Spinner.
I'll do one more, Dick. I'll do one more. That's all the stuff I've got out for them.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I'll do a Jingler deck.
Oh, I love the old jinglers, I do. From a size 12 or a size 14?
14. You can do them in 12s if you want, but this is just a 14, just for a grand. This is a standard dry SLD2.
Switch your camera over, Tim.
Oh, sorry, mate. Good job, you on the. Good job, you here.
That's better.
I'd rather see the fly than you.
I knew he was going to say that.
I should not have to ask Serena to switch it over for you.
Yeah, don't you start. Hey, I'm getting quite good now, mate, on the app.
You're not at taking photos. Those ones on exactly were horrendous.
Oh, I took a photo of him with the fish fries. I took 15 pictures and he said there was all shit.
No, nothing was in focus. Not even the fish was in focus.
Brown thread, size 14 SLD. What else we got? Start behind the eye, and then I'll take my thread down more or less, probably 2 mil from the back of the bend. The good old cocktail on again. Probably 6 or 8 fibers again. Put him in. On the side, pull Neil, come on the top then. And then just take your thread down a bit. Round the back, pull tight, and it'll splay up then. And back. Cut your waist off. Brown strip quill. You can do them in olive if you want. No reason why not. Cut your waist off. Tie him by the tip of the quill. And then run your thread up. More or less to the eye. And then just build your body up, only slightly I do on these. That's probably enough. A bit of super glue. Just get your buckle pliers again. Just be careful when you wind these, because if you drop or pull too tight, they will snap. And then touching turns. There, tie him off. Cut your waist off. And take your thread back down a bit. Probably 3 mil down. brown cockhackle. Same as before, strip the bottom off. And then same again, tie in with the good side facing me. Cut your stalk off. Wind your cockhackle. 1, 2, to about there, and then tie her off. Cut your waist off. And then an English partridge. The better feathers for this I find in the back of the neck. The same as you did your cockhackle, just take all the fluff off the bottom. Then I've got a pair of old hackle pliers, these I put on the tips like so, and then stroke the rest forward. So we end up like so. Get your scissors and cut off, so you end up with a little triangle on the end. And then turn your feather so the bad side is facing you. And tie her in. Like so. Get your hackle pliers again. Brush all your feathers, all your fibres back as you wind. Tie it in. Cut your waist off. Just brush everything back and tidy your head up. What I tend to do when I'm tidying my head up, I'll always start from the eye and work back, and anything that's little bits, it usually folds them back. It keeps the eye clear then. Good old varnish. Again. 1, 2, 3. 3. Tie off. Cut your thread off. And then just brush your partridge forward. And there she is. Any questions? You do them in olives, you can do them in 12s, you can do them in, as I say, that's 14. You can do them in 12s as well. Any
Magic,
questions?
Tim.
Pardon?
Thanks for stepping in for Paul tonight.
No worries, mate. He owes me a point now.
Just the one.
Oh, he has more than one.